Well, holy moly, look at us. We made it. Another week under our belts. Just fantastic, isn't it? It's Friday this morning. Welcome. Mornings with Luann and Tim. Happy to be here. Good to see you. How are you?
It's raining.
But it's Friday.
That's true, it is Friday.
Yeah, it's kind of gloomy out, isn't it?
That's okay, we're going to have fun tonight. It's the Harvest Fest Ball for the fundraiser for the Finnish Rest Home. Down at the Machine Shop.
Awesome.
Vernon Bailey's the auctioneer, I'm the MC.
Vernon Bailey, gee, that guy needs to get some energy. And this guy, can you imagine?
And Van Havite.
Oh, Van Havite.
Remember Van Havite?
Yes,
and the
Van
crazy
Ha.
ladies who were on the show?
Oh my gosh, seriously.
And we're going to do the
much fun.
draw for those vacation tickets that you and I, remember I bought you the tickets?
So when I win, call me at home.
That's happening 9:30 live. I'll be doing it live on stage at 9:30 this evening. So if we win, I'll know right away because I'll be the one
doing it,
announcing it. So.
Doing it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Yes, what?
Before we get started, I want to say a huge thank you to Casey Security. You guys are awesome for sponsoring the show all month long. We appreciate it.
It's read a book day.
Oh no, I have to read.
Yes, you do. Are you currently reading anything? Anything on your bedside table, night table, nightstand?
No, I watch YouTube videos to gear down. So yeah, I love to read them.
While I was on holiday, I read the Betty White biography.
Oh, how was that?
Very interesting.
Really?
What a career she's had since the 1940s. I mean, she was around.
Was beautiful too.
She was around when TV was not even TV yet.
Yeah,
it's crazy her story.
I mean, not that she isn't beautiful now, but she's was like pinup beautiful.
She was and big time singer.
Really?
Yeah, she did her for most of her shows, her early shows, she sang. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and she actually started off, can you imagine, this is kind of what it was a morning show that she did with another gentleman. He was a DJ, I guess, at the time in the 1940s. So when television first came out, it was in LA before it was anywhere else.
Yes.
In Hollywood. So they called it Hollywood. Oh, I forgot. It was HOT was the letters. H-O-T. Hollywood on something. Anyway, Hollywood on TV, I think it was called, or Hollywood on television. 5 hours.
What?
They would start at like 10 in the morning and go till 3 in the afternoon, something like that. And they would sit, and he had a record player beside him. And so basically he was a DJ, but there was a camera watching them. And they would start, and they'd do what we do, they would banter, and then he'd put records on, and people would just play the TV, like their TV would be on, and you'd be hearing the music, but Betty and her co-host would just sit there and talk, but you wouldn't hear what they were saying.
What?
They would just talk on camera, have conversations while the music played, and you wouldn't hear them. So then I guess what happened was the audience started saying, "Ooh, it's so much fun when you and Betty talk. We'd like to hear more. What are you saying when the records are playing? We want to hear what you're saying." So then the show sort of changed, and it became less records and more banter. But they'd still do, and then eventually, and then this guy, I guess, because it was a DJ in LA, he had a lot of musical connections.
Right.
So sometimes they'd have live guests in from the music industry that they would talk to.
5 hours.
5 hours.
Imagine that.
A day, Monday through Friday.
Oh, gosh.
Then they approached her and said, "Hey, do you want to do an evening show?" She said, "Sure." She was doing the 5 hour a day, and then she started doing a weekend show at night.
I'm lame.
Yeah.
I'm so lame. I just do this morning show and read some news stories.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for her.
That's how she started in the business. Yeah.
Can you imagine for 5 hours watching somebody talk that you can't hear? Duh.
It would be like this. You'd be at home and you'd hear music and you'd be like,
right?
Yeah.
The other part of that, though, sounds like what I did before I came and started working with you.
Which is what?
Scott Turnbull.
You would banter, play the music, you would chat.
And then,
you would do the news, you would tell stories. Did he ever do the news?
No. You have to be able to read to do the news. He's the sweetest guy. I'm seeing him tonight.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, tell him I said hello.
I will. He's the sweetest guy in the world.
Do you think he wants to come back to work after you retire? Because I'm looking for work in June.
Oh, yeah? Are you? Boom, boom, boom.
Tim and Scott in the morning?
Tim and Scott.
I wouldn't get billing. It'd be Scott and Tim. I never get billing.
Yeah, you would get billing.
Would I?
Yeah.
Over Scott Turnbull?
Oh, no, he's older.
But I can read.
Yeah, you can.
I could read a book.
Would be good. Yes.
There's a great quote from Joy Behar.
I love her.
Yes,
Edgy.
The View. That's a show that's on. It's a talk show too. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. But anyway, Joy Behar said on The View, I think it was just yesterday, she said, just because he slept with a woman named Stormy doesn't make Donald Trump a meteorologist.
Way to go, Joy.
Love
Remember
her.
the outline of Alabama?
Oh my gosh, he's still on that, eh? He got somebody. He got some
Oh,
guy.
he was so he spent more time on that issue than like the world could have blown up, and he would be like, yeah, trying to still justify
that and Deborah Messing.
Yeah.
I want Deborah Messing fired from Will and Grace.
Oh, he's such a.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me get on that for you.
Exactly.
Seriously, come on.
Nicki Minaj announced that she's retiring from the music industry.
Wow.
I know.
That's huge.
She said she's retired to start a family, and here's her quote on Twitter. I will do my very best, Nicki Minaj. No. I've decided to retire and have my family. I know you guys are happy now. To my fans, keep reppin' me. Do it till the death of me. X in the box, cause ain't nobody checking me. Love you for life. That's my Nicki Minaj. Turns out, I guess she was on.
Apparently, she can't read a book either.
She and her boyfriend Kenneth Petty, they got a marriage license in June. I don't think they're married yet, but they got a marriage license. Also in June, she did a segment on Jimmy Kimmel Live where he took her out for dinner.
Oh, really?
And they taped the interview at Red Lobster.
Oh.
And after the episode was over, she made a point on Twitter of saying that she, by the way, what I was drinking was just iced tea. There was no alcohol. So now people are saying, oh, maybe back in June she was pregnant, so maybe she's gonna have a baby.
I wonder.
Nicki Minaj leaving the industry.
That's crazy.
I know.
Well, you know what? If she wants to focus, that's a good thing.
Nicki Minaj wants to get pregnant and get bigger. Meanwhile, Celine Dion keeps fading away.
Oh my word, seriously. Vanity Fair just issued their best dressed issue. And a couple of Canadians, Celine Dion being one of them, and Keanu Reeves. Is another Canadian who's on the list, doing really, really well.
He's on the best. Keanu Reeves is on the best dressed
list. Polished with a hint of grunge is how he was described, because his hair is kind of like a little bit long and messy. And
whenever I picture Keanu Reeves, it's always like he's wearing black.
Yeah, right?
And never really fancy.
Yeah, but I don't know. Okay. So, you know what?
Who's this now? Is that Celine?
That's Celine.
In some of her outfits?
Some of her outfits. And people at Vanity Fair are saying she's really, really stepped up her game. The one picture that I saw online when I was reading this story, she looks like... You know those rubber chickens that the old comedians used to use with the long necks and no feathers? She looks like that, kind of, because she's so skinny.
Did you just say that Celine Dion looks like a rubber chicken?
She does.
Oh my gosh.
Well, like her freaking bones here are just like sticking out, and right here it's
her chest is concave. Literally,
not attractive. Celine, honey, have a taco.
Eat a crouton.
Right?
If she ate a crouton, it would be like stuck in her neck, like a big square. Like that's how skinny she is. A crouton would be like. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Congrats on the making of the list, but.
Yeah. Hey, this is kind of interesting here in Canada. The National Art Centre in Ottawa, right? On September the 11th, next week, right? It is the opening night for the inaugural production of New Indigenous Theatre. This is, in the world, the first arts centre to put its resources. It's the first major performing arts center to put its resources behind a full season of programming from Indigenous creators, the first of its kind in the world. They're leading by example.
Awesome.
And I'll tell you this, they're featuring 11 new works, 9 of which all by Indigenous artists, 9 of which were written by women.
Awesome.
Yes, so hats off to the National Art Centre Ottawa, and congratulations to the New Indigenous Theatre. The director of the first show, her name is Muriel Miguel. She is in her 90s.
Wow.
And she's a choreographer, actress, and she is going to be directing this first show. Really fantastic.
Sounds terrific.
And I learned something. It says she is, her heritage is Métis and Dene.
Oh.
Dene are Aboriginals from northern Boreal and Arctic region of Canada. They speak Northern Athabascan languages, and Dene is a common Athabascan, an Athabascan word for people. Dene.
Dene.
D-E-N-A, accent aigu. Dene. I did not know.
Isn't that cool?
I've learned about the Dene people.
Thank goodness he can read.
The Northern Boreal. There you go. Hey, on the show today, we're doing a repeat because we had some technical difficulties with an interview that was supposed to air with it was such a great interview.
Aww.
With Splash and Boots, children entertainers, and I Skyped with them, and there's been a problem, and so we're hoping to get them back on the show. But I had such a great time doing the Ringette interview with Alex, the Ringette feature. We're going to rebroadcast that this morning, and then joining us, hey look, it's Fall Festival Fridays. We're kicking it off with Donnie Hilsinger because the Fall Festival is back. Plus Luann has the news, and it's Friday, so it's Fur and Feathers Friday. Don't go anywhere. It's Mornings with Luann and Tim, brought to you by KC Security. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to the Machine Shop, our historic venue and gathering place for friends and family. Built in 1899 on the site of a Northwest Company trading post. Today we are a go-to venue hosting many expos, concerts, weddings, and more. While you're here, choose one of our dining experiences. Enjoy a quiet dinner at the Mill Steakhouse and Wine Bar, watch a game and try wood fire oven pizza and local draft at the Boiler Room, or treat yourself every day to gelato and local coffee at the Gelato Mill. For more information on the Machine Shop, visit machineshopinc.ca.
Quarter to 5, discover all kinds of treasures and never pay more than $5. Inventory is restocked every Saturday, and you can find anything from electronics to household items, toys, and much, much more. On Saturday, everything is $5 and the price goes down throughout the week, ending with 25 cents on Friday. We restock weekly with new items from various big box stores, so you never know what treasures you can find. Come visit us at Quarter to 5, 2510 Ashman Street in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Have a great business idea but don't know where to start? Need help taking your business to the next level? C2C Business Services can be your guide in navigating the path of entrepreneurship, with services ranging from grant funding support, access to service experts, market information, and helping your business adopt new technologies to create and foster a culture of innovation for ongoing success. Call C2C Business Services and let them be your first step in taking your entrepreneurial dreams from concept to commerce. C2C Business Services is a division of the Sault Ste. Marie Innovation Center.
Stopping and nothing, I'm up in your face, shaking it off, no matter the cost. I'm feeling the wind, I'm taking it all. I'm paving the way with the sweat and the blood. I'm at the top, I'm rising above. I want the gold, give me the rush. Queen Midas, I got the touch. I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing. 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 I'm pushing, I'm pushing, I'm pushing.
We are on location at the John Rhodes Arena. It's me and Amy Pelton. And hello, Amy. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to come out and play Ringette. Okay, to be fair, I only remember ringette from when I was in like gym class at Sacred Heart Elementary School, and we played it in the gym, on the gym floor, with like felt or something, I think. I think they were like felt rings or something. And so when you called me and said, hey, do you want to come and join the Sioux Ringette Club and see a practice and meet some of the players, I was like, yeah. And then you said, okay, bring your skates. I was like, what do you mean skates? I thought ringette was on a gym floor. You made me skate. How did I do?
You did wonderful.
Coffee break? You're such a liar, Amy Peltonen, but thank you. It says here ringette is not hockey for girls. I've learned more about ringette today than I ever knew there was to know about ringette. Different rules. Can you explain some of them, Amy?
Absolutely. So the rules of ringette are different from hockey. They're actually created to enforce teamwork within the girls on the ice. So one of the biggest rules people know about is that you have to pass over the blue lines.
So unlike hockey where you're not allowed to, right, you can't let the puck go without anybody down that end of the rink.
Right.
This is completely different for ringette.
That's right.
Which makes the game faster and like, yeah?
It absolutely makes it a lot faster. Another rule that's different is when you get to the older divisions, they have a 30-second shot clock.
Okay, this is really weird. Go, tell about their 30-second shot clock.
So once your team gets possession of the ring,
So you take the ring from another player, from another team.
and your team only has 30 seconds to get to the other end of the ice and shoot on net.
That's not a lot of time.
No, it goes quickly. So these girls, they're really, really fast on the ice.
And if they do shoot on the net and they make it, then what happens? If they score?
If they score, they get a goal.
Okay.
And then
they start again?
And then the other team starts with possession.
But if they don't make it, what happens?
So if there's a rebound and your team catches the ring on the rebound, you have 30 seconds to try again.
It just keeps going 30 seconds more as long as you get it back. But if the other team gets it, does the play continue and they have 30 seconds?
Exactly.
You must have some wicked clock people. They're going to be on the ball.
They really have to pay attention.
Or on the ring. Yeah. Okay, what else now? Different equipment. What's different about that was a lot of gear you put me in.
Yeah.
What? Tell me about the equipment and why it's different and how.
So for females, we wear a girdle instead of hockey pants. We still wear shin pads and elbow pads.
Yes.
We still have a helmet.
Yes.
But like I said, we have a girdle to protect our hips and the tailbone.
Yes.
And then you get to
Padded. It's got like little bum pads and stuff in it. So when I fell down, it didn't hurt.
doesn't hurt at all. No.
The other weird thing though for me was the helmet, because there is no blade on the end of the stick. It's just a stick that could poke.
Yeah.
So there's a real, like, it's a tight grid on the mask, right?
Yes, so the cage on a ringette mask is triangles, so that way the straight stick doesn't go through your cage. So
Now,
protects your
and I said to you that I was finding it difficult because my eyes were tending to focus on the mesh instead of the in front of me. Is that common?
Like, this cage is really freaking me out that I'm in here.
It's important though.
Well, I know my teeth are expensive. I paid a lot for these teeth. I gotta hang on to them. And I just had them whitened. Da Vinci teeth whitening. Okay, so now what? Now where am I going?
Absolutely, especially at the beginning.
Yeah.
Over time, you get used to it and you don't even see it anymore.
Now, the speed and the strength was something else. I don't know, okay. I guess I'm sexist because when it has ETT on the end, ringette, it sounds feminine. It sounds, you know, those girls are major athletes. I mean, the power and the strength and the speed, I was blown away. I had no idea. And then you say, but that's part of the game, right? You have to have that.
Absolutely. You have to have the endurance to be able to go that full length of time, and you have to give it your all because you only have a short period of time to get that ring in the net.
Fast skating. Now, the other thing that I think is very interesting is when these young ladies get together, and by the way, let's talk about the league itself and the ages of the players in the Sioux Ringette Club.
Sure. So we start with our players as young as 4 years old. We have a phenomenal U6 division. It's a learn to skate and play ringette.
Under 6 means U6.
Under 6 means, yeah, under 6 years old. So 4 or 5 year olds and 6-year-olds with no skating ability. It incorporates power skating lessons as well as learning the basics of the game.
See, that is what I think is very cool. So when they first come in here, they're actually learning power skating skills. They're learning how to skate as well as how to play the game and the rules, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's pretty invaluable. And then how often do they get together?
So the younger divisions usually get at least 1 hour of ice time a week.
Okay.
As they get into the older divisions, we go all the way through U8, U10, 12, 14, 16, U19, and then we do have a couple adult teams as well.
Here in the Sioux?
We do.
Do you play on a team, Amy?
I do. I'm not an elite player.
No, there's one young lady in there that's one of the elite players. She plays on a AAA team or something like that.
Yeah, so we actually have 3 members from our club that are on the AAA team.
Right.
So they play on a Northeast team, which is comprised of players from Sudbury, Sault Ste. Marie, North Bay, and Timmins. I think I've got them all.
That's okay. That's impressive. And also, 2 years ago, tell me about the success that the team had.
So they actually won the provincial tournament 2 years ago. Yeah, we were provincial champions. They were Team Ontario.
They were playing where?
In Pickering.
They were in Pickering, and then they got to go to Montreal and play for the whole division, that East Division?
Yes, the Eastern Division.
What excitement for them. Okay, so what else is on here? Different skills. Well, because you talk.
So again, because we have a straight stick and the ring, it's not like hockey. You don't just push the puck down the ice. You have to be able to stab it.
Stab it. That's what the gentleman, what's his name again, the president?
Bruce Graham.
Bruce Graham, you guys, he knows everything about ringette. He's so passionate about it. He started ringette down in Southern Ontario, is that right?
Yes, I believe he started in Sunderland.
Yeah, and then he came up to the Sioux, and his passion for it just brought him to the club, and I would guess he's a real asset.
He is phenomenal. He knows more about ringette than I've met from anybody, and he's truly passionate about developing athletic young women.
Yeah, well, he helped develop this athletic young man here. Also, the thing that he taught me that I never knew about, did you know that ringette was started in North Bay, Ontario? That's where ringette was invented, so there, 50 years ago, is that right?
That's right.
See, Bruce is very knowledgeable. Okay, so different skills, different game. How does it scores though? I mean, you go 1 through what? I mean, just as many goals as you get.
One thing that's a little bit different to ensure that you're playing fairly, in some tournaments they will have a rule that you can't score more than 10 goals than the other team, just to try and make sure you're not creaming the other team, so that there is a fairness element to it as well.
See, they play nice on the rink. Okay, so if people are interested, because I think this would be a great thing for a young lady to learn this. I mean, 5 years old, learning how to skate. Strong and confident. It's true. The ladies that I spoke to in there, the young ladies, well-spoken, friendly, and they mentor the younger girls, don't they?
They do. We have a lot of our older girls that will come on the ice and they'll help our younger players. We have a lot of them who are also taking on coaching roles, as well as referee roles within the club.
Because you have to have particular referees. You can't just use hockey referees. There's different rules. They have to go to like a camp or something for referees for ringette, don't they? Or like a, what do they call it?
Yeah, we have clinics and there's training sessions. Yep.
Yeah, that's very cool too. Yeah. Okay, so if I have a daughter, or if I myself wanted to play ringette, if I'm if I'm a 50-year-old woman, can I play ringette?
If you're a 50-year-old man, you can come and play ringette with us. So
well, I just happen to maybe be a 50-ish-year-old man, and I might want to play ringette because that was totally fun. How do I get involved?
So we actually have 2 free ringette events coming up. There's one at the end of September, on September 29th. It's for children, so anybody from the ages of 4 all the way up to 16. If you want to come try ringette, all you need are skates and a helmet. We'll provide the rings and the sticks, and you can basically just do what Tim did today. Try ringette, try a couple of drills, see if you like it. We also have a second free come try ringette.
Wait, where is that happening? Here at the John Rhodes?
Here at John Rhodes.
And the date again was?
September 29th.
Do people need to register for that?
Yes, you just go to cometryringette.ca and you can sign up for free.
Cometryringette.ca, sign up for free, and it's a total free day. What time is that happening? Do you know the time yet?
6:30.
6:30 p.m.
Yes.
Okay, what's the other event?
So the other one is very similar. It's a come try ringette, but for adults.
Oh, okay. So me.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Whether if you are just learning to skate, if you haven't skated in 20, 30, 40 years, right. If you are maybe thinking you play hockey and you want to try something new.
So there's levels for everyone.
Absolutely. We're a very inclusive club.
When is that second one for adults, Amy?
Sunday, October 6th.
Sunday, October the 6th, and is there a time on that one?
Here at 6:30.
Again, at the John Rhodes at 6:30. Okay, and the other really cool thing about the rings for ringette, I'll show you after, Alex. I'm going to just show you some of the great things you can do with the ring, because the rings come in very handy. They're all kinds of, they serve all kinds of purposes. So, Amy, I want to thank you again for inviting me here. Wait, did you want to come over and say hello? This is your daughter?
This is my daughter.
And your name is what?
Alana.
Alana?
Yes.
Alana, how old are you?
9.
9 years old, and pardon me, Amy, how long have you been playing, I was going to say roulette. How long have you been gambling? No, how long have you been playing ringette?
5 years.
Wait, how old are you?
9.
You started when you were 4?
Yes.
Who taught you? Who taught you how to play and skate and all that stuff? A bunch of different people, or was there somebody in particular that really taught you how to play ringette?
Everybody.
Everybody. They all pitch in and teach you. What's your favorite thing about coming to play ringette?
You get to meet new friends.
You get to meet new friends. That's the perfect answer. And you get to be in shape, right? I'll bet you. Are you in good shape?
Yes.
Are you a fast skater?
Yes.
I know you are. I saw you. You beat me out there. All right. So, how many hours a week do you think you play ringette? A couple hours, 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, what?
Maybe an hour.
An hour. And do you have a team?
Yes.
Does the team have a name?
Ice Hawks.
The Ice Hawks. Check them out. Ringette. What's the website again? Come on in.
Yeah.
The website again is?
Our club website is sueringette.ca.
There you go.
And if you're interested in the Come Try Ringette events, it's cometryringette.ca.
Come try ringette and meet some new friends like I did. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to show you what I can do with the rings, okay? We have to go get me some rings. Can you find me some rings?
Yes.
Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, Amy's back. She brought some rings for me, but before I demonstrate what you can do with ringette rings, Amy, tell us about, you got something going on here? You're hosting something?
Absolutely. This April coming, so April 2020, we're hosting the U12 Provincial Championship Tournament. So we're going to have hundreds, thousands of people coming to Sault Ste. Marie to play ringette here.
When in April 2020?
Yes.
And is that happening at the John Rhodes? All the tournament will happen here or where around the city?
All across the city. So we'll be at John Rhodes, McMeekin, possibly Rankin.
Is this a first for us?
We have hosted provincials before, and actually last year we hosted the regional tournament here.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That must be kind of a big deal for us to get that, right?
It's really exciting, yeah.
And it brings in a lot of people and hotels and restaurants and all that, right?
It's great for tourism.
And then what about people coming to watch? Do you sell, I mean, do people have to pay to come and watch the tournament, or can you just come and enjoy it?
No, we love the sport so much, we just want people to come watch us for free.
Okay, now Amy, do you mind holding my microphone? And I will now demonstrate the different things you can do with just ringettes. Are you ready? First of all, if you happen to have hemorrhoids, you can sit on it and it's like a little tube so you don't hurt yourself. Okay, that's one. Number two, it makes great bangles, little bracelets. Aren't those nice? Look, you can get these. This sure beats what you can get at the dollar store. These are fancy. Okay, also, you could wear them for earrings. If you have one of those pierced ears, you could probably fit this right in there. And finally, M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. See you real soon.
And ain't been high since. I'm on the fence, shorty tryna send a rinse, but how I'm gon' get caught when I don't even got brakes? You don't gotta lose a top, you don't even got hits. Rain and this baby bus driver don't glimpse, I'm rolling. You would think my whip was stolen. In my past life, I hit up all that in your cool, and I'm showing like I hit a beat high with a Boeing 737 with my arms to the heavens like drop zone to the block's gone. Can't you tell we ran up out of options? This ain't a choir group, tell the entire truth and let us set you free, we undeniable. We undeniable. We undeniable. We undeniable. This ain't a choir group, tell the entire truth and let us set you free, we undeniable. We undeniable. undeniable.
Housed in a 15,000 square foot custom manufacturing facility built to produce world-class cabinetry at surprisingly affordable prices, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry brings your project from initial concept to final design. Proudly providing Northern Michigan and the Algoma region with quality hand-built cabinetry for the past 20 years. Located at 844 East 3 Mile Road, Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, Great Lakes Fine Cabinetry, making your cabinetry dreams come true.
Well, Maitland Ford is a family-owned dealership that's been around with the Ford franchise since 1984.
What I love about my Ford, I love the technology. I love the way it rides, I love the way the seats hug me, and I love the control I have right at the steering wheel.
When they say that it's a true family atmosphere, it is 100%. They've been in business for close to 50 years.
Employee pricing is back. That means you pay what we pay for a Ford SUV, F-150, Ranger, or Mustang.
You pay
what we pay.
Absolutely.
Who's home? Dad's home. And what's he got? Mouth-watering Little Caesars. Download Fido. Dinner? Consider it served. Little Caesars Ultimate Supreme Box Set. A 5-topping deep dish pizza with delicious Italian cheese bread. And I got it for $12. It's Little Caesars and a whole lot of tasty. Hot and ready.
Recently, the Government of Ontario established a $100 million affordability fund to help Ontarians who don't qualify for low-income conservation programs ease the burden of their electricity bill. Whether you rent or own your home, as long as you pay your electric bill, you could qualify. There are 3 levels of support available. The first is a home energy kit with upgrades like smart power bars and LED light bulbs. The second includes Energy Star appliances that help keep things cool during the hot summer months. The third is for electrically heated homes so that your power bills don't break the bank during those long Canadian winters. Plus, all upgrades including installation are completely free of charge. Visit affordabilityfund.org or call 1-855-494-FUND to find out if you qualify.
Welcome back to Mornings with Luann and Tim. We have a new sponsor on the show. It is the State of the North Conference. Northern Policy Institute. It's Northern Ontario's independent think tank. They're looking for your input, Sault Ste. Marie. State of the North is an annual conference that explores how Northern leaders and policy experts can come together to find ways to grow and strengthen our Northern communities. You're invited to attend the conference here in Sault Ste. Marie on September the 26th. First 2 conferences focus on the present. This year's theme is Future North. So thanks to State of the North Conference here in Sault Ste. Marie for sponsoring the show. I saw a video on Global News. It's Fur and Feathers Friday. Let's talk about animals. Let's talk about pigeons. I don't know if you knew this, but we had a pet pigeon at one time.
Yes, he played the piano.
Okay, yes, he did. So Essex County. It's 36 kilometers southeast of Windsor. They have a fair called the Harrow Fair, and they have an event called pigeon rolling. Here you go. The idea is there's a thing called roller pigeons, and they take these pigeons, this particular breed, and they toss them and they try to win a trophy. And to win the trophy, you win by the distance and the number of rolls that you toss your pigeon.
How is that okay?
I think that's cruel. It's cruel. So this lady named Jolene Bulmer, she went there and she's like, I don't think this is good.
It's 2019, people.
So she posts a video on Facebook, and then the next day she calls the fair to say, I was at your fair and I saw the pigeon rolling and I don't think it's right. And she said, as soon as she said the word pigeon, they hung up on her. Well, then Global got a hold of it and they covered the story. The organizers are saying, no, we love the birds. We'd never hurt the birds. They're roller pigeons. They like to roll. It's fun for them. Did you ask the pigeon that? They said it's like any other animal sport, like racing horses or dogs. When was the last time you tossed a dog down the lawn and counted how many times it rolled?
Right? It's not the same.
And the Harrow Fair website actually calls the pigeons bowling balls of the alien world. It's going to be interesting to see how Essex County discovers what social media can do to even a little town 36 kilometers southeast of Windsor, Ontario.
Yeah, people are going to see that and just start to flip right out. Don't flip out, stay with us, because news is coming up right after this.
When you support the Restore, it helps Habitat for Humanity build affordable housing for families. How does this work? New and gently used goods are donated to the Restore. The sale of these goods generate funds for building homes. For every $1 spent at the Restore, there is a $4 return on investment within our community. For example, Habitat homeowners have better educational outlook, increased employment stability, improved health, and reduction in the use of social services. Every donation and every dollar we receive through the Restore helps build sustainable housing for future homeowners. Everyone needs a foundation to build a future. To find out more and how you can help, drop by the Restore at 32 White Oak Drive or go to habitatsu.ca.
A motor vehicle accident caused a power outage that affected 1,864 customers of the Sault Ste. Marie PUC yesterday. A truck hit a pole on Trunk Road, causing power loss to a large section of the East End. The power outage affected traffic lights along Black Road and Trunk, resulting in traffic congestion for about 90 minutes, while police directed traffic around the collision scene. PUC crews worked on the power outage for about 4 hours, with power restored to all customers by 8:22 p.m. The power actually went down around 4:18 p.m. On Tuesday, Sault OPP responded to the theft of a motor vehicle in Weirs Township. Officers located the vehicle on Highway 17 and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. The driver did not comply and then exceeded the posted speed limit. The vehicle turned onto Old Highway 17 and entered the ditch. The driver fled on foot but was apprehended and arrested a short time later. The driver was the lone occupant of the vehicle. A 16-year-old male from Laird Township was charged with 3 counts of fail to comply with sentence, 2 counts of break and enter, flight from peace officer, theft of a motor vehicle, dangerous operation, and possession of property obtained by crime. The accused is to appear in court today for a bail hearing. With nearly 2,900 full-time post-secondary students beginning this fall, Sault College boasts an increase in enrollment of 18% over last year, playing an important role, of course, in helping our local community thrive both economically and socially. Enrollment for domestic students remained relatively unchanged from last year, with more than 1,900 students registered. The international recruitment continues to grow, with an enrollment increase of 96%. This year, more than 930 international students representing 15 countries are calling Sault College and Sault Ste. Marie home. In total, including part-time, apprenticeships, and continuing education, Sault College has more than 7,000 students enrolled annually. A union representing Ontario education workers has taken an initial step toward a legal strike position. The Canadian Union of Public Employees says it has requested what is known as a no board report, which starts a countdown toward a potential strike. CUPE, which represents 55,000 workers such as custodians, clerical staff, and educational assistants, says they will be in a legal strike position the week of September 23rd. In the meantime, there are more bargaining dates scheduled for September 17th and 18th. Contracts for Ontario's public school teachers and education workers expired August 31st, and the major unions are in various but mostly early stages of bargaining. CUPE members are also in the midst of voting on a strike mandate, with results expected when the process wraps up in 2 weeks. The union has previously said its central bargaining priorities are wages, benefits, job security, and sick leave. Dorian howled over North Carolina's Outer Banks this morning, lashing the low-lying Barrier Islands as a weakened Category 1 hurricane. A National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association weather station at Cape Lookout, which is located inside the western eye wall of Dorian, reported sustained hurricane force winds of 74 miles per hour. That's 119 kilometers per hour. The agency said large and destructive waves could reach nearly to the ceilings of one-story structures along the narrow strip of land where many year-round residents were determined to ride out the storm. The Hurricane Center said at about 5 o'clock this morning that Dorian Center was expected to move near or over North Carolina's outer coast within the next several hours.
I'm not stupid. I wouldn't drink and drive. She relies on me. They're counting on me. I'd never put them in danger. But I did. And it cost me everything.
Impaired boating is impaired driving.
It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
I love this time of year because it's the Fall Festival again.
Yes, it is.
Donna Hilsinger, Executive Director of the Fall Festival. What are you bringing us this year, my friend?
Oh my goodness, all kinds of fun stuff,
When does it start, Donna?
October 4th.
Okay.
We start actually running throughout the month of October, and we didn't chat about this earlier, as a digital exhibition that's being created locally here of the permanent collection of Norval Morrisseau that the Art Gallery of Algoma owns. And so this is coming along. It's in production right now, and it'll be a digital exhibition that will fill the main gallery of his. There's 14 pieces that the Art Gallery owns. So you'll be able to walk in and be immersed and surrounded by these animated the animations of his pieces of his work, and then in one of the other galleries you'll be able to actually see the pieces.
The actual pieces.
Mm-hmm.
So Whoa!
Yeah. And
did Yasmina bring this in, or what? How did
this was Jasmina and I.
I call her Yasmina Jovanovic because it's nicer to say, but Jasmina,
it's between ourselves and the Fall Festival and the Art Gallery of Algoma, working with Jasmina.
What a cool concept!
This was her idea to take his pieces and to put them together, and so we've worked together on it, and are working with Village Electric to animate the pieces, and then our own technical people are putting it together. So I'm really anxious to see what that's going to look like, and that'll run through the whole
entire month of October. Okay. Now, did tickets already go on sale, Donna?
Tickets have been on sale.
I thought so, like
for a few weeks.
Yeah.
For a few weeks now.
Because I saw the announcement come out.
Yeah, our main brochure comes out some point next week. You should see it, people will see it in their mailboxes next week.
Watch for the brochure then.
Yeah. And also on October 4th, because why only do one event on one day when you can do two? Right. Is Choir's coming.
Okay. If you don't know what Choir is, find out, because it's hysterically fun.
Yes.
You want to tell?
You tell them, because you know what it's about.
There's two guys, right?
Yes.
Okay, these two guys come in, and then you all get together in this big room, and you're using the machine shop.
Yes.
And it's licensed.
Yes.
So you go in, and they're going to teach you a song, okay? So if you like to sing, and even if you don't read music, or even if you're not a great singer, who cares?
Yeah.
It's a social fun event. You show up, they teach you. Or you sing high, you sing medium, you sing low. They don't talk about soprano, alto, tenor, bass. They don't get technical like that.
No.
It's all about the fun and the music. They teach you harmonies, your part for the song, then they bring you all back together again and you sing. And if you check it out on video, go YouTube, search it. It is such a blast.
Very fun.
I've been wanting to do that in the Sioux, and now you brought it here.
Yeah, I did do it once in their bar venue in Toronto, and I had a friend with me who's never sung in her life, and she was just, we had such a ball. We had such a ball.
That's
and the place was packed.
If you're in a choir, if you're not in a choir, if you're just somebody who sings in the shower, this is it's more of a social event, and just for the sake of saying I sang, and you sound amazing.
Yeah,
it sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun.
And the guys are really fun.
The guys are very fun.
Yeah. So that's on the 4th
October
as well.
4th. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the following week, we're doing in partnership with Algoma University. We're doing 2 events. That is there's a national conference on reconciliation that the universities in Canada hold every year for the last number of years, and Sault Ste. Marie is the location for that. So Algoma University with Shingwak.
How many people will be coming here?
A couple of hundred.
A couple of hundred from universities across the country?
Yes, all across Canada are coming to the Sioux. And so
for reconciliation?
Yes, to discuss reconciliation. And I think it's really an honor to have such a gathering in our community. So reconciliation is so important, and the role that art can play in reconciliation, I think, is very important. So a few years ago, the Algoma Fall Festival, along with through Shirley Horn, Elder Shirley Horn,
Chancellor at Algoma University.
Yes, we commissioned a piece of dance. It's called Bear Stars, Trees and Omen. It is a piece of dance that highlights the 7 grandfather teachings.
Yeah.
Which personally I think are just beautiful ways to live your life.
That's the way to live your life.
And so we've been showing this piece of dance, and it was selected, and we worked with Algoma University for this to be performed as part of the conference.
Oh!
So, but also we're doing it free to the community. So anyone in the community can come at no cost and see the performance that evening on October 8th.
October the 8th?
Yeah.
So the conference is being held, and they're going to be at the theater center?
In the theater center is where the performance
Sioux
is taking
Theater Center
place.
in the White Pines, White Pines High School. So the conference will be there, but anybody in the public can go for free and check out this piece?
Yeah, the conference is actually taking place at the university.
Oh, they're going to go there for this event.
They're going to go there for this event, and anyone who wants to come, you can go to our website, algomafallfestival.com, and you'll see on that event page there's a way to reserve a seat for yourself.
Reserve a seat for yourself for free.
Yeah.
And so you get to experience the dance choreographed by a choreographer from Toronto.
Malgorzata Nawaka, from Chimera Dance Project.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But then after it's over, this is where you get to actually sit and chat. And
there'll be a conversation after the dance with Shirley and a few others, just talking about the piece and the role of art in reconciliation and so on. So that's taking place October 8th. October 9th, we're bringing the Jerry Cans to Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh, they're from
Iqaluit, Nunavut. Yes. And
tell the audience about them, because
they're extraordinary. They're a group of young people. I think there's 5 of them that perform in the band, and they're described as alt country reggae. They do throat singing. The one girl does throat singing.
singing?
They sing mostly in Inuktitut. I think it's an extraordinary opportunity. It's being presented as the entertainment for the gala dinner for the conference, but there are tickets available on top of that, which only we're able to do because we're partnering with Algoma University to do this, that the general public can purchase. That's also taking place at the Machine Shop. So a really great evening to experience something new and different. And then that weekend, that's Thanksgiving weekend, so Chef Anna Olson is coming to the Sioux.
Oh boy, Luann is over the moon.
Along with Women Fully Clothed.
Oh, my friends from Women Fully Clothed.
Yes, your friends.
Hysterically funny. If you haven't seen them before, and if you have, go back and see them again because they're always changing.
Yeah, so they're going to perform together, if you will.
With Anna Olson?
Yes, so we're doing a teach the funny ladies to bake chocolate and teach the baker how to be funny. So they'll be working together.
Oh my gosh!
And each doing their thing, but then coming together to do each other's thing.
You guys come up with the greatest stuff for this festival, I swear.
Well, thank you. So that's going to be a super fun evening. The tickets for that are already, I think we're getting close to 40% sold out.
Oh boy!
So I would recommend for anybody who's interested.
You can buy online, right, Donna?
Yes, you can buy online.
Do you go to SiouxCTC.ca or do you have your own?
You can go through there. Well, what happens is if you go to algomafallfestival.com, it will take you to the box office website, or you can go to the box office and station.
Of course, you can go to the box office in person, and you can. But you can choose your tickets online too. There's a seat selection thing. Yeah. So 2 ways to buy. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then the following day, Chef Anna Olson has a small group baking lesson, but it's already sold out.
This is the thing about the festival. People, because you have such a dedicated following, and people know how great the quality of entertainment that you bring up, things do tend to sell out quickly, which is why we do encourage you to get a hold, watch for that brochure, or don't even wait. Go online now and check out the website, and you'll see what's there.
Yeah, we're selling more and more tickets every day. So following that great weekend, we get a few days off, and then Carol Pope of Rough Trade, yes, is.
I remember York University, High School Confidential. Carol Pope, legendary Canadian musician, multiple award winner.
Yeah, she's fantastic, and she'll be doing a show with her band. She's coming for October 18th.
Coming up from New York.
She'll be doing, she's coming from New York. She'll be doing some of her Rough Trade songs, but she's been doing a lot of new music lately. She released a single, I think it was last year, with Kevin Hearn of the Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, really?
Yes, yeah. So, really beautiful evening show. I'm looking forward to that. And then the final.
When is that? The 18th?
October 18th.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the final.
That's going to sell out too.
The final. Oh, I hope so. The final weekend of the festival is Celebrate Celtic in Algoma, and we'd have not one, not two, but 3 shows this year. So it's a coast to coast Kaylee, I'm calling it.
Yeah.
And it's
Party.
October 24th. You'll see the Cape Breton Celtic. That's a group from Cape Breton: Wendy McIsaac, Andrea Beaton, Troy McGilvery. On Friday, De Temps en Temps from Quebec. So Quebec, joie de vivre, Celtic, fun and celebration. And the final evening, which is the Fretless, who are a West Coast group, will be performing at the Loft in the new venue at the Algoma Conservatory of Music. However, unfortunately, that's already sold out.
Oh man, so don't wait, folks. Listen.
Yes.
And we're going to be featuring, as we did last year, we're going to do Fall Festival Fridays. I got my shirt.
Yeah.
Donna will be back on Fridays throughout the month of October to tell us what's going on, so you'll be in the loop. Thank you so much for being here today,
Tim.
my friend.
Thanks for your support. We appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. We'll be back with Fur and Feathers Friday and the Humane Society right after this.
Turn your passion into a career with a university or college education. For information on financial aid, visit ontario.ca/myfuture.
Okay, I'm really excited, Laura. This is my first time that you brought me a reptile. I think. Did you bring me a reptile before?
I don't know if I brought you one before.
You might be Alex, maybe one, but not me. This is a what?
This is a bearded dragon.
Look at him. Does he have a name?
He has a name. His name is Otis.
Hi, Otis. May I touch Otis?
Yes, of course.
Now, Otis looks like... Oh, he's picky.
Yes, he is.
Oh, but look at him. Oh, my goodness. He's a little chubby.
He's definitely overweight. He's overweight.
Oh, my goodness. How does a bearded dragon going to lose weight? What are you going to have? What's the owner going to have to do for him?
I would limit the amount of feedings. Just slowly, though, because you don't want to risk bone diseases and calcium deficiencies and things like that.
But you'll talk to whoever adopts them and give them your advice, eh?
Likely he was given high-fat proteins, so a lot of super worms and butter worms and things like that that are fatty. He just needs crickets.
Are crickets fatty?
They're not overly fatty. No, they're pretty lean.
Okay. What else would he eat?
He should have a vegetable diet as well, although he doesn't seem too keen on his veggies.
What are those holes on the side of his head? Are those his ears? That hole, that big cavity right there.
I'm honestly not 100% sure, so I don't want to give wrong information.
So do you know how old these things are, or how long these things? Isn't that nice? How long does a bearded dragon live, and how old might Otis be? Any ideas?
Don't know how old he is. He's definitely an adult.
Okay.
They can live 25 years.
Holy smokes, Otis!
Yeah, you're looking at a lifetime commitment.
You said you've got a real zoo going on right now down there.
We do. Any kind of pet you want, we pretty much provide. We've got Budgie. 2 ferrets, 2 Marshall ferrets, guinea pigs, rats, rabbits. We're still over capacity on cats and kittens galore.
Kittens galore.
Any kind of size kitten you want, we can probably. Yeah.
If you're looking to adopt, if you want a new friend in your household, this is the place. This is the time to get down to the Humane Society. How do you? What's the deal with these? I mean, what would somebody need to get this started? Are there starter kits available for things like bearded dragons?
There's great starter kits at PetSmart for bearded dragons. So for his size, you'd want to go the full size terrarium. You're looking at $200, but that's a full startup kit.
Oh, that's
everything you need, and it's one of the
lamp to keep them warm. Everything.
And it's the nice terrarium that you can access with doors instead of having to reach in.
Oh, yeah. And it's glass with doors?
Glass. Yeah, really fancy.
Wouldn't that be nice for you to have,
I think he'd like that. Sometimes they come, we'll get them when they're surrendered. We get their terrarium or habitat.
How did he arrive?
In a cardboard box in our after-hours drop-off box.
Oh, my goodness.
So anyone interested in Otis would have to purchase a terrarium.
That's okay.
Or if they've already got one set up.
He's worth it.
And he's a really easygoing.
His little head just cocked sideways. Hi, Lou. Hi. You don't like the bearded dragon?
Lord, no.
Luann, he's his belly is soft, but he's kind of prickly.
Yeah.
What's the cost for adopting a reptile?
It would be $50.
That's nothing.
No, one an adult in a pet store would.
He's got a double chin.
He's got little chubby rolled legs and everything.
But what's that thing right?
Oh, this is his. Yeah, and it'll puff out if you.
Oh, whoa, yeah, okay.
He's cute.
Oh yeah, I think he's cute.
All right, listen, we're almost out of time. So you can meet Otis and all the other friends that are available right now at the Humane Society. As Laura said, they got a full house. They got birds, they got rabbits, they got rats, they got ferrets, they got kittens.
Oh my!
It's all So head down. Hours are
Monday through Friday, 11 to 5, and Saturday and Sunday, noon to 5. And then don't forget, next weekend is also our dog walk.
The dog walk. At Paw Fest, and you're also including the great doghouse building as well, right?
And there's going to be, and then the auction after, and a really fun kids decorating doghouse event, and all sorts of things.
When?
It's next Saturday.
September the
14th.
September the 14th, Roberta Bogart Pavilion?
Yes.
There you go. All right. Lou, have a great weekend. This was a short week.
You too.
I'll see you Monday.
Yes, you will.
We'll see you next Friday.
You will.
Okay, thanks for being here, and thank you for being here as well. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Sick Kids has always led, and today we are on the cusp of a revolution in child health. With advances in computing power, genetics, and medical research, the next decade will see the greatest transformational change in the history of pediatric medicine. But we face a big limitation. 21st century medicine can't be practiced in a 1949 building. We need to build a brand new Sick Kids. Reimagine the Sick Kids campus by transitioning the hospital from defense to offense and enable us to shatter the limits of space, of knowledge, and of boundaries so we can deliver the right care in the right place to every child. We will create a hospital with room for technology that's on the cutting edge and at the bedside, built to control infections, and one that attracts world-class medical leaders. We will recruit more of the best scientists from around the world and invest in clinical trials to rapidly translate research discoveries into practice, because it's only a breakthrough when it helps a patient. Sick Kids will lead the development of a new, more effective, integrated system of care. We will partner with other healthcare facilities here and around the world to help as many kids as possible, because we believe where you live shouldn't determine if you live. This is no small task. To achieve this vision, it will take $1.3 billion in donations. We've drawn up the game plan. We have the will to win. The No Limits campaign. Join us and unleash the full potential of Sick Kids.